All students know how important it is to study. However, some don't know the most effective way to do it.
My name is Taylor.
And my name's Braeden.
And we'll be showing you 5 study strategies that you can use for your next exam.
We both started with trying different apps. I tried Sharpen. Sharpen is an app and web browser created by McGraw-Hill, designed to help students study efficiently by offering flashcards, videos, slides, and practice tests for each chapter of the class textbook. It also implements Ask Sharpen, an AI-powered study tool that helps you with parts of a chapter that you may be struggling with. The slides and videos give you a good basic understanding of the chapter you are studying, and the practice tests offer a good example of how the questions on the exam may look. I would recommend Sharpen if your course offers it, as it does give you a good starting point for your studying. However, I wouldn't rely on it solely for studying. In addition, Ask Sharpen may not offer the best explanations or data, as it is an AI tool that is still in development.
And I tried Focus To Do. Focus To Do is an app and a web browser to help eliminate distractions. The app times out how long you can spend on certain types of projects at a time. For example, I dedicated 25 minutes to studying for my math test, but I can increase the time to 50 minutes for my journalism portfolio. In the app, you can also customize what you want to be off limits. This was very helpful for me because I'm easily distracted by my phone, especially when it comes to studying. I would say that this is effective and was able to keep me on track, but I also like this app because it gives me time breaks in between. 25 minutes was the perfect period of time to do a task without feeling burnt out from it before you were done. I recommend trying this app on your phone.
For study strategies, I tried the PQ4R method. It's a method where you first preview all of the information on the topic you're studying to get a good outline of the material. Then you come up with questions related to the topic, focusing on what you already know and what you still need to find out. Then you read through the information, answering the questions you came up with along the way. Finally, you reflect on your work, checking to see if you've answered all the questions, and write down a summary of what you've learned. I used this for my history class, and I believe it helped me gain a better understanding of the details that I needed to know for the exam. What I enjoyed most about this method is that I came up with my own questions, which allowed me to focus on what I still needed to know about the topic. I'd say this is a good study method if you have lingering questions about a topic that still need answered. It also gives you the chance to look through your notes and other resources more thoroughly. I'd recommend giving this method a try.
I tried practice testing as well. According to Study by StudySmart, compared to rereading, attention appears to be 44% better for practice testing. I used Quizlet and Revisely to try this strategy. I liked Quizlet because you can have flashcards, learn, games, and the test itself. I also tried out Revisely, where it puts all of your notes into either flashcards, quizzes, or it can shorten your notes. The main issue with this strategy is that you have to pay for the premium versions of Quizlet and Revisely if you want to use the test feature frequently. This method isn't the best unless you make practice tests for yourself or have your professors or other classmates make a practice test for you.
The Femin technique is where you choose a concept to learn, teach it to yourself or someone else, return to the source material if you get stuck, then simplify your explanations and create analogies. This cycle continues until you have fully understood the concept. I used this for my nutrition class, where I jotted down all that I already knew about the topic, then wrote a summary from that without looking at my notes. I thought it was effective for long-term learning, though it did take me a while to complete.
I tried the Feynman technique as well, where I completed the study guide with notes, then I taught my friend using the topics from the notes as a guide to see how much information I can get through without having to look back. I would then go and fix where I forgot information and write it in a different color. This method is effective for long-term learning. However, if I needed a quicker solution, I would read through my notes once or twice, then write everything down on the paper that I remember. This technique is called brain dump.
In summary, this is how I'd rate the strategies from worst to best. Third is the Feynman technique. This technique focuses on teaching yourself, which isn't the most effective if you don't have a whiteboard, so it's not a very accessible method. However, it is still good for long-term memorization. Second is practice testing.
This is one of the best methods because it prepares you for answering questions about the material you're studying. The downside is that you either have to make it yourself or find a website to make it for you for free.
And in my opinion, the Focus To Do app is the best way to keep yourself focused because it eliminates distractions like social media. It also gives you breaks, which makes studying feel a lot less tedious.
Here are my rankings for the 3 methods that I chose. Number 3, the Sharpen app. It can be useful if you need to know the basics of a topic, but you shouldn't rely on it as your only method of studying, as it doesn't give you all of the information that you need. Number 2, the Femin technique. It does take some time to get used to, because you do have to recall information from memory, which can be a challenge. but the method is effective. And for my number 1, the PQ4R method. I personally enjoyed this method the most, as it allows you to dive deeper into your notes and resources and ask questions about what you have already learned.
What do you think? Let us know which is the most effective for you.